Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where we don't just repeat glossy brochures, over-polished dealership lines, or staged marketing pitches. Here, you get the raw, unfiltered truth about cars in the real world. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because today we've got something special to talk about: the brand new 2026 Honda Elevate. This is Honda's compact SUV that's been turning heads, especially in markets where practicality, style, and affordability all collide. The Elevate is Honda's way of saying they're not going to sit back while competitors dominate the crossover segment. But the big question is, does it deliver more than just hype? Let's find out. Exterior. When you first walk up to the 2026 Honda Elevate, the exterior immediately makes a strong impression. Honda has clearly stepped up their game here. At the front, the Elevate has a bold and upright grille that gives it a more confident stance than some of its rivals. The LED headlights are slimmer this time, with a sharper daytime running light signature that almost stretches into the grille, making the front look more premium. Honda has also given it a slightly more squared-off bumper design with chrome or piano black elements, depending on the trim. The lower section has a skid plate effect, which is mostly cosmetic, but it gives the car a tougher SUV-like presence. If you look closely, you'll notice the sculpted hood lines, which add a muscular feel. It's clear Honda wanted this car to look bigger and more upscale than its actual segment suggests. Move to the side and the story continues. The proportions are really well balanced for a compact SUV. You get a strong shoulder line that runs across the length of the car, connecting the headlights to the taillights. The slightly flared wheel arches house 17 or 18-inch alloy wheels depending on trim, and the design options are surprisingly modern. There's also a neat use of black cladding around the wheel arches and along the bottom of the doors, which helps emphasize the SUV character without overdoing it. The roofline has a very subtle slope towards the rear, and the chrome strip running just above the windows gives it a more premium touch. Roof rails on higher trims are functional and add that lifestyle vibe for people who might want to throw on a roof box or bike rack. From this angle, the Elevate definitely looks like it's meant to compete with the Hyundai Creta, Kia Seltos, and Toyota Corolla Cross, but with a more Honda-like simplicity in its design. At the rear, the 2026 Elevate keeps things clean but stylish. The taillights have been redesigned into a connected LED strip that runs across the tailgate, which instantly modernizes the look. It's not overly flashy but just enough to catch the eye. The bumper design continues that rugged skid plate theme we saw at the front, and the tailgate itself is wide, making access to the boot really convenient. The rear windshield isn't overly raked, which helps maximize cargo space inside. And while Honda didn't go crazy with fake exhaust tips or aggressive diffusers, the simplicity works in its favor. It looks premium but not pretentious, and that's something many buyers in this segment actually appreciate. Interior. Step inside and the Elevate greets you with a cabin that's both modern and familiar. Honda has clearly focused on practicality but also sprinkled in just enough tech to keep things interesting. The dashboard design is horizontal and uncluttered, with soft touch materials on the upper trims, while lower trims still get hard plastics, but they're textured well enough that they don't feel cheap. The centerpiece is a 10.25-inch floating infotainment screen that supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Honda's interface has improved a lot, and it feels smoother than in some of their older models. Just ahead of the driver is a 7-inch digital instrument cluster that blends digital graphics with traditional gauges, giving you information like navigation prompts, trip data, and even Honda sensing safety alerts. The steering wheel is a typical Honda unit, simple, functional, with mounted controls for audio, calls, and adaptive cruise control. Seats are where Honda usually shines, and the Elevate doesn't disappoint. They're wide, supportive, and offer good cushioning for long drives. The driver's seat gets electric adjustability on higher trims, while the rear seats are spacious enough for 3 passengers. This is one of the Elevate's strong points. Rear legroom and headroom are more generous than many of its rivals, making it a great family option. There's also a flat floor at the back, which helps if you have 3 adults sitting together. The boot space is impressive too, enough to handle family luggage or a couple of big suitcases without struggle. On the feature side, Honda has packed in a panoramic sunroof for the 2026 model, which adds a lot of light to the cabin. You also get dual-zone climate control, wireless charging, ventilated front seats on top trims, and a premium audio system that actually sounds better than expected in this segment. Safety has also been taken up a notch with Honda Sensing, which brings adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, collision mitigation braking, and road departure warning, multiple airbags, ABS with EBD, and a reinforced body structure are, of course, standard. Now, let's talk performance, because this is where buyers usually get very curious. The 2026 Honda Elevate comes with a 1.5-liter naturally aspirated petrol engine, producing around 121 horsepower and 145 newton-meters of torque. It's paired with either a 6-speed manual or a CVT automatic. Now, on paper, that doesn't sound like a rocket ship, and it isn't. But Honda engines are known for their refinement, linear power delivery, and reliability. For city driving, the Elevate feels smooth and predictable, and the CVT has been tuned better than older Honda CVTs, reducing the rubber band effect. If you're someone who enjoys spirited driving, you might find the engine a bit underwhelming compared to turbocharged rivals, but for most daily needs, it gets the job done. Where the Elevate shines is in ride and handling. Honda has struck a sweet balance between comfort and stability. The suspension absorbs bumps well, even on rougher roads, yet the car doesn't feel floaty at higher speeds. Steering is light at low speeds, which makes city driving and parking easy, but it firms up enough on highways to give you confidence. Fuel economy is also solid, with the manual version expected to deliver around 16 km/L and the CVT around 15 km/L, depending on driving conditions. There are also rumors of Honda planning a hybrid version in the near future, which could make this SUV even more attractive. Pricing is always the make or break factor, and Honda knows this segment is extremely competitive. The 2026 Honda Elevate is expected to be priced between 13 and 18 lakh INR in India, which converts to somewhere between $16,000 and $22,000 depending on the market. That puts it right in the heart of the compact SUV battlefield, alongside the Hyundai Creta, Kia Seltos, MG Aster, and Toyota Corolla Cross. What Honda is banking on is its reputation for reliability, after-sales service, and a slightly more premium feel than some rivals. So, what's the final verdict? The 2026 Honda Elevate is not the most powerful or the flashiest SUV in its class, but it strikes a balance that many buyers will find hard to ignore. It looks stylish without being over the top, offers a practical and comfortable cabin, delivers a smooth and reliable drive, and comes packed with enough features to keep modern buyers satisfied. If you're looking for a compact SUV that feels dependable, family-friendly, and carries the Honda badge of trust, the Elevate deserves to be on your short list. That's it for today's review of the 2026 Honda Elevate. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more unfiltered car reviews, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Car Flash. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think of the Elevate. Does it have what it takes to beat the competition? Or would you still go for something like the Creta or Seltos? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.